Hey, what's up everybody? Will with Southern Grails. I'm back here with another video. I went on a shopping spree. I say shopping spree. And I found some of my most wanted records that I've had on my want list for a long time. Now, I'm not balling out of control, so I can't go drop 10 grand like I would like to because I'm sick like the rest of us and we all have a problem when it comes to buying records. But man, I got a nice little stack here of some really great stuff. Two particularly of my most sought after wanted records all the time. Stuff that you're not really gonna find when you're just digging out in people's collections. You might, but generally you're not gonna find this kind of stuff, particularly the last two that I'm talking about. You're not gonna find these in thrift stores. If you do, it's the find of the century. But let's jump right into it. Okay, so first, this is a guilty pleasure for me. This isn't a rare, it's kind of rare. I rarely ever see it. I go to a lot of shows and I go through a lot of collections and I do a lot of traveling and digging, trying to find, great records with great music. But this one's a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I know I've told this story a bunch, but when I was a kid, my mom worked at a store called a Video Tree back in the late 1980s. So we always had first dibs on like new releases on VHS tapes. And this is one of my most favorite movies. It's a classic. It's so funny. And when I seen this at the Atlanta Record Show a month or so ago, whatever, I had to have it. It's the Three Amigos. I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, my God, where have you been? Came out 1987. I mean, three of the best to do it. All Saturday Night Live alums. Wait, was Martin Short on Saturday Night Live? Oh man, I know Chevy and Steve was. Oh man, I should know this. Well, if he's not, obviously I think he's part of that Canadian group that had Rick Moranis, John Candy. Oh, who's the guy from? Oh God, you guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway, this is a fantastic movie, and I'm so happy to have that in the collection. Okay, this is just a clean upgrade. I've come across this copy of this album a million times. Parliament, Funkin, Teleki versus the Placebo Syndrome. This is just, I mean, if you know Parliament, obviously you do, but this one's got all the bells. It's got the book, it's got the poster, a nice forever copy. And funny, the only Parliament, I mean, I got Maggot Brain. This is the only later Parliament that excuse me, that I have. Obviously, I probably need to find good clean copies, but they're hard to find, really hard to find. Here's another one. Roy Ayers Ubiquity. Everybody loves the Sunshine. This is really super clean, original pressing. This is one you used to find all the time. You know, we're talking 7-10 years ago. You know, this would be a $10 record all day long. You can forget about that now, man. These are going for like $50, $60, $75 if they're super duper clean. And I used to, man, when I lived out in Jonesboro, man, I did find this record all the time in like VG or less. It was always beat, always played, and for good reason. It is fantastic, and I'm super happy to have this super clean copy. Sticking with the same artist, Roy Ayers Ubiquity, red, black, and green. Now this is just straight up jazz funk that Roy Ayers is known for. This one here is a little more on the light side. This right here is my wheelhouse. Super stoked to have that super clean one. Oh, I know we've all seen this one. Gil ScottHerren and Brian Jackson. This is a nice promo copy. Yeah, this is got it's got a little bit of singing. We all know this. We've all seen this. If you're on Instagram or you're on TikTok or Facebook, any record groups, we've seen this. Man, this is a super clean promo copy. Super happy to have it. I've been after this for a long time, but when copies come up, they're usually beat for good reason, man. This is a super hard one to find clean. It's been reissued, but if you want an original pressing, it's been tough to find, man. But when I found one, and actually wanted it at auction, and I was really happy. John Lee Hooker. It served you right to suffer. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Van Gelder, I don't think was on the recording on this. His name isn't in the Matrix. This is, what, 66, 67? But my God, man. This is such a blues. This is such a blues record. It is so great. I don't have a lot of blues. I ended up selling a lot of it. But this is, I just picked up actually that, which I've shown in one of my other videos. Let me consult the crate. Other than that, this is the only other blues album that I had. Man, I had a lot of good blues at one time, but you know how it is. Your collection just, you know, you ever get to a point where it's like, all right, my collection is here, I'm good, but then it's not. Like it's constantly rotating. Besides the few pieces that you're like, I'll never move, and that's how it's been. But not a good start, right? Okay, this one here, I'm a little late to the party on, okay? It's a Vertigo Swirl. It's my first. It's the first one I've ever had, first one I've ever owned. I've never even, it's not that I haven't sought them out. It's just that it's not been top priority. You know, I've been towards more jazz and funk and soul and things like that. But Juicy Lucy, Vertigo debut. Really good, man. It's really good, like blues rock. Not so much psychedelic, a little hint of psych, but really, man, just hard blues rock. My wife loves it. They banned this cover. They re-released it shortly after. It's even cold. Got that cool Vertigo sleeve. Yeah, but they banned the cover. I don't know why. There's not, you know, she's naked, but you don't see anything. I don't know. You know how it is. But really good. And now that I have it, now that I have that first Vertigo, what's next? Which one's next? It's like that old saying when you ask a millionaire, which million is the most important one? And he said the next one. All right, this one here, I had a friend of mine, we did some wheeling and dealing. He was cleaning out, all he collects is psych and hard rock. And he messaged me, he's like, hey, do you want to come by the house and look at some of these? And I was like, yeah. So I listened to it on YouTube first. And I was like, man, I really like that. It's different. This is the John Barbarian Middle Eastern Rock. Now I believe this is, it's clean too, look at that. I believe this is like 1967, I think. But these are all traditional Middle Eastern, Arabic. I don't want to say Islamic, maybe, but they're all public domain traditional Middle Eastern tracks. But he puts a psychedelic kind of fuzzy spin on it, man. It's even got a little bit of hint of some jazz. This guy right here, he plays the, oh God, I should know this. That kind of big Middle Eastern guitar. Anyway, it is really, really good. Kind of a tough one to find. You can pick up, there's a few for sale on Discogs. You know, they're gonna run you in that $50 to $75 range, but really, really good stuff. Okay guys, we're getting down to the last quarter, man. These are really heavy. This one here, like I said, I've been after for a long time. Somebody had posted one on eBay, and I made a ridiculous offer, just because it's, you know, it's tough, man. Especially with jazz, especially with a quiet jazz album like this. People's gradings are just, you know, I don't want to sound, you know, too court, but you can't trust it. It really, you know, it really is. You know, even the trustworthy sellers, sometimes maybe they just get it wrong, or they kind of push the envelope a little bit, especially on higher dollar record ones, to try to squeeze an extra few bucks. Anyway, I made a ridiculous offer. We went back and forth and came to a sweet deal, and I couldn't be more happy. This is Tony Priscella, debut on Atlantic. Look at this one. Woo-wee! That black label Atlantic. This was his debut. He died I think in the 70s or 80s. Really good Trump blade. And that cover picture looks so good. These are for sale, but they're usually beat to death, as is usually these early Atlantics. You find Ray Charles, and you find, even when you find the Coltrane's and the oh God, I'm having a brain fart. Who is the guy, the free jazz one? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, they're usually beat, well played, because Atlantic put out good stuff. So this one, man, I was super, when the pictures on it, I couldn't turn it down. Really happy to have that one. Hard to find an upgrade. This one here, woo, man, it's so good. Boy, I was playing this over the weekend. Oh, it's just so good. It's soul jazz in that kind of Strata East vibe. It's got everything I want, man. It's so good. This Woody Shaw, The Moon Train, original on Muse. This is what, 1975? Everything you want. Splashy drums, blowing trumpet, blowing saxophone. There's a few trombone, very little trombone in here, which I can't stand it. I mean, I can stand it, but it sounds comical to me. But this is so good. And copies are really tough to come by. Couldn't be more excited to have that. This one here, I thought I'd never own a copy. Anytime one would pop up on Discogs, it would usually sell pretty quick. A few of the ones that were on eBay were either just way overpriced for the condition, or just completely out of price. Even if it was in good condition, it was completely out of price to my budget. Hey, let's flip the record, huh? Oh no, we got one more track. But yeah, Weldon Irvine, In Harmony. Original on Strata East. This thing, you could eat off of it. It is so clean. If you don't know Weldon Irvine was a monster composer. He probably composed, I think the number's 500 plus original compositions. He had his hand in everything. A phenomenal keyboardist. This is so good. Now, I personally think his stuff on his private labels probably a little better. I think Time Capsule is that's a really hard one to find. I did have at one point his original Liberated Brother, which was good. I enjoyed it for a couple of years and I ended up selling it. Obviously, I kind of regret it. I'd love to have it back. But this one here just has all of it. It's got everything. It's got funk. It's got beautiful, quiet piano solos of him just going absolutely ham. And it is a beautiful recording, a beautiful piece of music. I couldn't be more thrilled to have it. These just don't pop up, and I'm honored and humbled. Okay, this one here, I'm nerding out about this because this is for somebody and people, specifically men, my age, in their late 30s, early 40s. You know, if you grew up, you know, watching cartoons in the late 80s all the way up to the late 90s, this might have been a game changer for you. And when one popped up for a decent price just recently, and I seen it only listed for like 10 hours, I immediately bought it, no questions asked. I couldn't believe it, and I was so happy. It came from overseas, got here really fast. Stop talking about it. It's Dragon Ball. Original 1986 Japanese pressing. If you don't know about Dragon Ball, my God, where have you been? Dragon Ball is one of the greatest mangas of all time. It started it, in my opinion, it started it all. This one has all. It has the booklet with it. I mean, I could do an hour-long video, but Dragon Ball for me, you know, I didn't watch it as a kid. I'm not sure if maybe just at that time, we just didn't have it in our area. But I didn't catch it until the Dragon Ball Z Kai series came on Toonami on either Saturdays or Sunday. I think it was Saturdays. And I was hooked. I was like, oh my God, this isn't for kids. This is some of the best writing. Now it's a little bit, it's just a little bit different. It's not quite, this isn't the original Dragon Ball. It's not quite as intense as what I was introduced to with the Kai, with the Saiyan and the Namek saga, the Frieza saga, which was just epic battles, really long, drawn out, you know, keep you on the edge of your seat, and then it would be like, all right, find out next Dragon Ball Z Kai. So to be able to have this and just be super nerding out is I really love it. When I showed my wife, she laughed. She's like, "You're such a dork." I said, "Yes, I am, and you married me." So this one, these two are just almost the peak of what I've been looking for the last 5, 7, 8 years, and I'm super happy and humbled to have it. All right, guys, that's it. I'll be back. I got more things in the works. I'm gonna be doing some traveling. Gonna be going to Florida here in the next couple weeks, and you know, I'm gonna be digging, man. I'm gonna be back here, man, to show you guys some heat. Till then, we'll see you later.